we're going to plant 6 cherry tomatoes. This is what you saw being tilled up earlier. We're going to plant them really deep. Okay, in each hole we're going to put about a tablespoon of Epsom salt, which is magnesium sulfate. We're going to mix that up good. And we're going to take about a tablespoon and a half of 10-10-10 fertilizer. And we'll mix that up good. Do you think we ought to take the pot off?
Take the bottom off anyway. I break it up real small pieces and break it and put it in there with it because it holds moisture.
So we're breaking this up, removing the peat pot. You see the roots coming out? So we're doing pretty good here. Okay, we're going to plant this really, really deep. Now, before I do much of anything else, I'm going to give this hole a very good soak, because the peat pot is very wet and the soil that was in the peat pot is very wet, and it's going to be it's just going to suck the dry soil is going to suck the moisture out of it. So I want to make sure we've got a really good wet soil here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's actually pretty muddy. And we'll take this last little stem off here so that I can build some soil up around this tomato so it'll have a really good root structure. And since we got water in the hole, I'm not going to water it right now. I'm going to wait until the sun goes down and give it a good soak with the shower function on the hose. We'll get our Epsom salt over here close by, and we'll put that in there. And our 10-10-10 fertilizer. And we'll put a heaping tablespoon of that in there. A little water in it. Mix it up really good. We don't have the roots coming out of the peat pot on this one. Oh yeah, there we do. Yeah, we do. Look at that. So we're in good shape here. Okay, we'll crumple that up a little bit because Cheryl says that helps hold the moisture, which is probably true. And this one's going to have to not be quite as far down in the ground. Trying to get lots of water down around the roots of this plant. Once we can get that powdery soil to soak up some water, it goes a little bit easier. But it's hard to get that. It's like sprinkling flour on top of a pan of water. It just doesn't want to soak in very well. And again, we'll water this real good after the sun goes down and some of the soil has gotten moisture, so it'll absorb the water a little bit better.
We may think about putting the soaker hose on this one and let it just,
that's a good idea.
just let it soak in.
Well, the biting flies and the horse flies are out in force today. So if you see me switch my tail to get the flies off of my butt, don't worry about it. So much for the measuring spoons. One thing you have to absolutely do when you plant tomatoes is get the soil very wet when you put the pot into the tomato in the ground. Because as you can see, this soil around this tomato is also very wet. I'm going to put it down as deep in the ground as we can get it. Put some dirt around it. Water that in good. When we did these beds, there was a lot of tree roots that we had to dig up, and some of them are coming back. Again, I'm going to take this yellow leaf off. Okay, it's been 3 days, and this is what the tomatoes look like. We planted 6 tomatoes. It's very hot out here today. They haven't wilted. Now, they did get a good rainfall the first night after we planted them, but as you can see, they're doing very well. But these tomatoes in the hot sun today, it's about 90 degrees here in Atlanta, and they have not wilted at all. You can see that these tomatoes are in pretty good shape right now. And they are doing well, and I'm pretty sure they're going to survive. So that's how you plant tomatoes, and we'll have to keep them watered, and we'll keep you posted on what's going on. Watch out for the next video. Thanks for watching.